Hello everyone and welcome back to X4. So in the last episode we managed to reconnect the boron to the rest of the jump gate network, and now everyone is trading, and that is exactly what I was trying to achieve. Okay then, I am tempted to keep using this ship, but you know what? Let's just hop back into our original ship, so get off the seat and jump into our Discoverer once again. I think I will leave this as a, I don't know, a small trophy ship for us on the player HQ. I think that's going to be fine. Plus, I wasn't really, all that keen on the weaponry on that ship, so you know what? It can stay here. So, anyways, the Grand Exchange Station is under construction, and now we are building the energy cell production. After this one is finished, as I said in the last episode, this station will be pretty much self-sufficient. It will only rely on the miners to keep it supplied. Other than that, it will not require anything else. Well, at least until we build the worker habitation. After that, it will require food and pharmaceuticals, but that is very far in our future because, well, that will be a little bit more expensive. Anyways, let me take a look. Our finances are still all going towards constructing the station. And are we going to have enough resources to build the energy cell production? Maybe not. Let me just check. Can I see the amount of resources that we will need? Yes. Yeah, we are not going to have enough whole parts. Right now we have I don't see. There we go. We only have about 300 and we need 700, so this is not going to be enough. We have enough energy cells and claytronics, but whole parts are nowhere near enough. So yeah, we just need to keep an eye on this. Oh, by the way, how are we on refined metals? Yeah, refined metals are not selling enough as they used to. I suppose we need to go back down to 150. So if I do 155 maybe. Still no takers. 150. Yeah, let's just leave it at 150. That was a reasonable amount of asking price for it previously, so I think over time we will get back into it. Okay then. And silicon wafers, I think that is selling reasonably, right? Yeah, it is selling at least. So yeah, I think the refined metals will... Now that we might have flooded the market, so who knows, maybe need to lower it a little bit more. Or we could just set it as automatic pricing, so if we have way too much, we will sell it at basically for nothing, and as we empty out the stores, we will increase the price, and well, that will basically ensure that we are always selling it, but I don't know. We are producing way too much, so I am tempted to re-enable automatic pricing. You know what? Yeah, let's just go for it. Automatic pricing it is. We are basically selling it for absolutely nothing. But it will actually sell, theoretically at least. Okay then, so what should we do in this episode? I think I will first get some money off this station. I think this much. I want to set up a new station, and that is going to be in the Reach. If you remember, the Reach is a very good place to set up a solar power plant because the sunlight is 367%. So basically, if we build a energy production facility here, we will get basically almost 3.5 times as much energy out of it as we would normally. So I think that's going to be great. So tell you what, I will set up a small plot, create new, and this is a little bit too close. I think here should be acceptable. There we go. Buy license. And let's set up a small solar power plant. Okay, so this is the basic idea for this station, at least for the time being. Obviously, it will take a lot, and I really mean a lot of money to build this. In fact, let me just check. That will be, oh geez, almost 6 million, but in the long run, this is going to be well worth it, let me tell you. So, I think this is pretty much okay at this point. So basically we have a standard docking bay right in the middle. We have 2 container storages and energy production on the side. So yeah, and I try to make sure that, yeah, we are more or less facing the jump gate. So eventually I will extend it a little bit further this way and attach a pier to it. So if anyone wants to come here and buy energy cell in bulk, they will be able to do so. So yeah, I think, and as it happens, the station is pretty much the perfect width and length. It is a little bit too tall, but you know what, it's fine. And also, once we have access to habitation modules, we will build them on these upper and lower connection points, and that will also, you know, make it a little bit more efficient. Okay, so I will not build it right now, but once we have the money, it will be right here, and we can pump the money in, and we can start building it. By the way, it's fine. So, how is the Grand Exchange Station now? It is, let's just take a look, land build, and yeah, as one would have expected, we are still building the energy cell production because we don't have enough whole parts. Okay, so we still need 221 and we only have 134. Yeah, the next shipment will give us enough whole parts to finish building the energy cell production. That's great. Okay then. I think we can leave this space alone at this point. Yeah, I will leave it alone for now. It's going to be fine. Oh, by the way, are we selling the materials yet? So, oh yeah, we are definitely selling. Great. And I wonder, I always wanted to check this but never got around to it. We have basically all the stockpiles already reserved for selling. How does that affect the selling price? So station overview, and in here 203, I believe it was 150 in the middle. So yeah, I do believe the pricing depends on the still freely available amount of resources. So if I set this one, I believe, yeah, most of the silicon is reserved. So if I set this, it should be more than 300. Oh yes, definitely. Okay. In fact, you know what? I will set this one to be, you know, automatic pricing as well. Anyways, eventually we will build extra container storages next to the silicon production, so we will increase the stockpiles, but it's fine for now. Anyways, you know what? At this point we might need to increase the amount of mining happening as well, because if you remember, having a single refinery and one silicon wafer production was just about enough production to satisfy the output of these 5 miners. So now they are completely unable to keep up with the demand of these station modules. So tell you what, before we start building the energy production facility, we definitely need to build more drills and assign them to this station, which also means that we might need to increase the landing capacity of the station. So tell you what, let me make my way to Argon Prime and land at the Argon Shipyard. So let's set this one as our target. And I just want to check, oh wait, I do believe maybe we can check in the encyclopedia. All right, and autosave, thank you. So I will quickly enable autopilot, but if we can check in the encyclopedia that we don't have to.
Assistant, can you believe it? We met Her Majesty, the Queen Polyphides. The proximity to upper boron and consequent exposure to the pheromone clouds seems to have triggered some changes in my physiology. Oh, I was so nervous. The adrenaline will sustain me for days to come. So much to research. The time ahead will be crucial, and word of our achievements will spread throughout the network. The potential to manipulate jump gates will certainly catalyze a fundamental paradigm shift. I would not be surprised if there were more pulsar constellations out there, just waiting to be found. I fear that not everyone will use this knowledge responsibly. Through our intergalactic interspecies cooperation, we overcame insurmountable odds. And yet, that cipher, finding it now, just when we needed it, seems too much of a coincidence. Could there be someone out there? Unseen, but watching? Oh my, these are weighty propositions indeed. Perhaps we should apply ourselves to the immediate tasks in hand.
Right, thanks for the interruption. So yeah, apparently we cannot check on the price of the different station modules in the encyclopedia, so we need to go and fly to the shipyard. But that should be fine. We have a relatively fast ship. Also, what kind of missions were those? Right, this one is a collect mission, deploy satellite, deploy 5 laser towers. Yeah, nothing really all that interesting. So anyways, while we are flying there, obviously we need to keep an eye on this station. Ooh, lovely, more money. Yes, yes please. And yeah, we will need a lot more hull parts, so let's just give it all the money to the construction funds. And how is the energy cell production?
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Yeah, we are still waiting for the materials. Really? Still not delivered yet? Oh, it's incoming. After this one is finished, we will need to set up a slightly more complicated buy and sell order for the energy cells. Basically, if we are running low, okay, basically we shouldn't be accepting energy cells anymore, and if we have a little bit of overproduction, we can sell the excess, but that's going to be it. Anyways, where are we? Are we in Argon Prime yet? Yes, we are. Okay then, let's get to the station.
Hello there. It's good to see you, friend.
What is the asking price of a large docking module blueprint? Modules docking, and I want to buy one of these 3M6S models. Basically, I just want to increase the amount of medium ship landing spots. Yeah, 500,000. I mean, I suppose we could buy one of these 8Ms as well and just have a couple of small ones and one big one. I never really used this 8M version before, but it is interesting. Obviously, we don't have the money right now.
Good luck out there.
Sure. Okay, tell you what, let's go ahead and fly here and take care of that mission once and for all.
Discoverer, Vanguard. Autopilot engaged.
Okay, how are we on money? It is flowing in, love to see it. I will give it all to the construction fund once again, and I think maybe a couple of extra sell orders and we should have enough money to finish building the station. And how is the energy cell production? It should be finished by now, right? No, but it is going to be finished in 20 seconds. Okay, so after this one is finished, we should be able to set up a sell order for this as well. In fact, we can set it up right now, but let's just make sure everything is already built. So after this one, we should get started on building the next arm.
Entering system.
Yeah,
Take fast choice.
the next connection structure going to the silicon production. Okay, I will park myself next to the station. In the meantime, station overview, and let's set this up. So energy cells. Now we are buying and selling. I do not want to buy whatsoever. So tell you what, buy offers. I will set this one to be internal only. So technically speaking, only our own ships can deliver to this station. And I will set the pricing to be absolutely minimum. And buy amount, I will set it to 0. Or, well, in this case, we cannot go lower than 1, but you know what I mean. But I will tell the station to, well, if we go above, let's say 1000, so let's just write it in 1000, we can sell the excess. I will leave the pricing at automatic, that's fine, and anyone can come here and buy the excess. And I think that's going to be fine. So we should have more than enough production to satisfy the other production facilities. In fact, as you can see, production per hour is 13,000, consumption is only 4,000. Once the silicon wafers are built, yeah, it should be perfectly fine. We will overproduce energy cells quite a bit and we will just sell the excess. Okay, ores are internal only, that's correct. And silicon internal only, that is correct. Okay, by the way, yeah, pricing is minimum, fine. Okay then, I suppose we could set up some drones. I mean, it is a relatively safe sector, but you know what? It's not going to hurt. We do not have big shop docking yet, so there is no really point to have cargo drones. I suppose 25 defense and 25 repair drones is a good start. Yeah, I will deal with the rest. You know what? Let's just have the remaining 15 as cargo drones. We will need them at some point anyway, so might as well. Okay then, are we selling these? We are selling the silicon wafers. Love to see it. Okay then, so let's take care of the criminal traffic.
Civilian ship A.
Spare us.
Mass transporter D. Civilian ship A.
Please, stop! Stop that criminal. Docking permission granted.
And mission complete. Okay, next up, I do believe we have a mine cleanup mission. And there's a manager and this one set as active. Okay, so where is the target again? Okay, where is the target? It might be in this sector. If it is, that's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Autopilot engaged.
Let's just take a look. Yes, it appears to be in this sector. Well, that makes our lives a little bit easier, I suppose. So we need to get off here, and the ship is
Disengaged.
right there.
Thunder gas maker.
Ooh, that's a lot of mines. Wow. Okay then. Obviously, don't get too close, just close enough that we will start identifying the mines. I suppose we can start breaking. And stop.
Friend foe mine.
Good news, my friend. The situation in the former provinces is improving with veritable alacrity. The Boron government immediately implemented an aid mission designed to restore our economic buoyancy, and I helped put it together. Now that the worst has passed, I shall take some time off to explore. You cannot imagine how much it means to the Boron to be reunited again. Thank you.
Why are you shooting me?
Sorry, that was a mistake. Okay, so things are improving in the provinces. That's good news. Anyways, we still have plenty of mines to take care of, so just give me a second, please. Finally, this should be it.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Alright, that was a bit of extra cash. And speaking of, let's take a look at the station. Information. Yeah. Now that we have sold all the wares, things are slowing down a little bit. I will take this much off, add this much, and we almost have enough to satisfy the full construction fund. Okay then, what's missing by the way? We are right now building the silicon wafer production. Great. That's going to be the second one, and we still need one more. So configure station, and yes, it is taking shape quite nicely. We are building this one after that. Oh, right, and the storage as well. Yeah, that will be quite important. I want to increase the amount of storage we have for the finished goods. Okay, I think the biggest problem this station faces now is the actual raw resources. I think the biggest problem is that we are chewing through the... yeah. Once we have the money, I definitely need to buy some more mining ships. Well, anyways, let's see what kind of missions we have. Obviously, we have the promotion. Tell you what, I think I will move myself to the highway construction site. Might as well take care of it.
Autopilot engaged.
This is going to be quite a bit of a track, although, no wait, this one leads to... Oh right, this one is Morningstar, then Heretic Sand, so... yeah, it is quite a bit of a track, but... Well, we will have to get there somehow, so... Let's just go. Now, I do believe this mission will give us access to a medium combat ship. I don't remember if we can keep it. If we can keep it, I might consider doing some of the... Where is it? Yeah, some of the Argon versus Xenon missions. So basically we can start contributing to the anti-Xenon war efforts. And well, that would be a great way of getting our hands on a some less than common items. For example, with these missions we could get our hands on I do believe they will give us 2-star seminars for pilots. I think so. Basically, with this one, we can train up our pilots to be 3-star, and that will allow us to basically start setting up automatic traders who can operate basically all around the universe. And I think that would be, well, kind of nice, because they are a very good way of making money. So anyways, we are making our way to the the construction site,
Entering system.
and
End.
that's the ship, right? Yeah, the ship is still asking for a captain. Should we just give it one? Well, since this is a boron ship, I think I will wait until we find some borons, and then we will assign one of those guys. By the way, how is the Elite Vanguard doing these days? Okay, so we did finish exploring the Black Hole Sun 5 and 4, and now we are discovering what's inside Second Contact 2. Okay then. Yeah, as I said, these exploration behaviors are not very efficient. But you know what? I don't really care at this point. I just want to keep this ship busy, and this will keep it busy. You know what? Stop.
Disengaged.
Let's just go and talk to this ship. Let's make Boso Ta happy, right? So, where is the... There. Wait, where is the ship? Okay, it is still invisible. It is basically just out of visual range, but soon it should appear and we can talk to it. Yeah, since we are here, might as well take care of it, right? I do believe it will be relatively quick, so might as well take care of it.
Shield generator. Successfully docked.
Okay, might as well make this one the main mission. So, no, I didn't mean to press Shift D, I wanted to press Control D. So,
Docking.
dock once again, and now we can get out of the seat.
Greetings. I am Dr. Rick Feynman, Chief Scientist of the O-Berth and in charge of Project Genesis. Our research vessel is currently observing anomalies in gravimetric shears in this region. Oh, it's just part of our gravimetric studies. For now, it's just a mass of data from our sensors, but we'll publish our research once it is concluded. Anything else? We are currently lacking antimatter cells to complete our observations. If you can organize a delivery to this vessel, we'll be able to greatly advance our timetable.
It appears that they are researching the same anomaly which brought the station over here. Most of the gravimetric charge dispersed during that event, but they brought quite an array of equipment to examine the traces. Let us hope that this satisfies their curiosity and leads to their departure.
Okay, so we need to deliver 10 antimatter cells. Let me just take a look. So let's look at the trading overview, and we need not silicon, but antimatter cells. Okay, so anyone selling? Yes. These guys are selling it. Ooh, that's a great reef. That's very far away. Anyone closer? Not that I can see. That's interesting. Seriously, no one's selling antimatter cells? We have some buyers, but no sellers. Huh. Okay, some of the splits are selling it, but we cannot land on their stations yet. Yeah. In the Discover system, nobody's selling except for these guys. That's quite far away. Well, I'll tell you what, it cannot be helped. We might as well just go for it. So let's set this one as our next target. I do believe we will be able to deliver at least 10 of them, so let's just go for it. And in the meantime, obviously, I will keep an eye on the station. So we have, ooh, lovely. We have enough money to satisfy the rest of the construction funds. There we go. And our courier should be able to take care of the rest of the deliveries. Okay, yeah, he is picking up some whole parts right now, and then they will deliver it to the station. That's great. Okay. Yeah. Now, what we need to do is basically make sure that we get enough money to start buying more miners. Currently, I don't think we can satisfy the amount of resources that we need for the station. And yeah, we are selling the finished products quite nicely. That's great. And once this station is basically good to go, we will move on to the where is it? This one, the Reach. This guy. Yeah, this will, well, okay, this one will not be a big money maker, but this should be a decent source of energy cells for our fledgling empire. And if we need more, we can just expand it as needed. Okay then. So how far? Very far. Okay. Also, let's not.
Disengaged.
Let's just go around these asteroids. Who are you?
Wyvern gas.
This is desired patriarchy. Yeah.
Autopilot engaged.
Having split in here is not great because, well, they are not friendly with anyone. Oh well. By the way, what is being constructed now? The container storage. Let me just take a look. Land build, and yeah, it's still the second one. After this one is finished, we just do this one more time and the station will be completed. So now we are in Barren Shores. After that, yeah, we should be able to pick up 10 energy antimatter cells. At least I think this ship can deliver 10. If not, then we need to enlist the help of the other ship.
Autopilot disengaged.
Okay, let's do this correctly now. In fact, you know what? I will not deliver the antimatter cells. What I will do is go to the station, hire a boron pilot, and then I will set up a trade with the Mako. I think that will be a little bit better use of our time, so we don't need to fly all the way back and then once again fly back for the mission. We can just leave it to our ships. Also,
Vanguard.
lovely. Antigone Republic is trading here as well. Ooh, and the Boron are defending the jump gate. Love to see it.
Entering system. Great Reef.
Okay, we don't need to go all the way there. We can dock here and we should be able to find a crew member here.
Docking granted.
So where is the docking port? It is there. Okay, so I am just basically looking for anyone who is cheap enough to hire. You are a little bit too expensive. He would be okay, and you, I think, yeah, he is cheap enough, or she, or I don't know, whatever. So can you please work on the Mako as a captain, please?
I will accept your offer of employment and will work to the best of my ability on your behalf.
Thank you very much. So, the Mako, can you please come to the refined goods factory, trade, and pick up, 10 antimatter cells. Confirm, and then deliver them to the Obert. Trade with Obert and deliver the 10 antimatter cells. Thank you very much. That should take care of it. Okay, and as for ourselves, we will continue our journey towards the construction site. So mission offers, let's just get rid of the guidance and re-enable the, where is it? Mission manager and the high road. Set as active. Okay, let's continue. Okay, shouldn't take too long now. In the meantime, let's just take a look at the station as usual. 150,000. Well, also, now that we have the maximum amount we can assign to the station construction fund, sometimes our ships and the incoming ships will deposit the resources at lower prices. So this is just for the absolute worst case scenario. Sometimes we can buy the resources at lower prices, so sometimes we can claw back a little bit of money. Anyways, this amount of money is still not enough to buy the miners, so let's just keep on working towards making more money. Ooh, and the whole parts are coming in. The only thing missing now is the energy cells. Okay then. And by the way, what is the current project being built? It is the silicon wafer production. So after this one, I think the only thing missing is the less storage. Yes. I think this is the thing being built. Yes. We are building the less silicon production and then the less storage, and the station is finished. After that, the only thing missing is the docking pier and the habitation modules. But that will come much later. Anyways, let's move ourselves to the highway construction site. And then I suppose we have about 10 minutes left on the episode. I will get started on the mission, but obviously it is a little bit of a, well, it will be a long mission if I remember correctly, so I don't think we will be able to finish it in this episode. Oh great, the last of the resources are inbound. Exactly as I was hoping for. Also, how is the hull? Yeah, I think the hull is still okay. Yeah, the autopilot is not perfect. Sometimes it does drift out of the safe zone, unfortunately. Anyways, we are about to arrive.
Take that, you purportedly animated, yet hitherto faceless antagonist. Covering fire for the firebrand, everyone. As sure as lilac sin, there may be a pressure. Your carrier shall arrive shortly, and with due haste. Try again.
Queen's Guard.
That was a sad move on your part.
Okay, this might not be the best ship for this, unfortunately. Thankfully we have plenty of backup, but still not the best ship for this. I am tempted to just dock at one of these carriers. Tell you what, yeah, let's just keep it safe. I might have been better off bringing the combat ship with us, not this little scout. Yeah, let's just leave them to it, and once we are able, we should be able to talk to the commander, who should give us access to a bigger ship, if I remember correctly. And there we go. Okay, so this is not the ship where we need to be. Let me just undock and get to the other ship, and we should be able to talk to the commander.
Oh my, it is you. How favorable and fortuitous that our paths should cross again. Please do approach me on the bridge, I insist. Hello there. I hope your journey to our ancient homeland was sprinkled with success. As you may have keenly registered, my position has somewhat evolved since we last had the pleasure of meeting. While I await the summons of Her Majesty's Royal Council for redevelopment of the former provinces adrift, I have pledged myself to this intrepid defense mission. Nothing less than the construction of an advanced, state-of-the-art cross-sector highway. Preparations began as soon as the connection to Kingdom End was established, and most of the resource shipments have already arrived. Once our mission is complete, Boron ships will once again traverse safely between all known sectors of the Queendom without disturbing the local inhabitants. If only these inhabitants had received as thorough a briefing by the Queen herself as I have on this matter. Indeed, as you had the pleasure of witnessing mere moments ago, the Ka'ak refused to acknowledge the merits of this undertaking. Precisely as I warned when this gruesome and dreary sector's rehabilitation was first presented to me. We intrude upon their dark sanctuary, and naturally they seek to divest themselves of our presence. Thanks to their unique warp technology, Ka'ak ship clusters continue to harry our construction ships. Even if these do little damage to our operation, they keep us perpetually on edge, unable to discern our opponent's grand strategy. Consequently, there can only be one response, even if it pains me to go against my deepest Boron instincts.
we shall sally forth. By taking a forward position, we may gain valuable intelligence and divert Ka'ak attention away from our construction site. Tragically, we have recently recorded unacceptable losses, hence the invitation to any spirited pilots in the general vicinity. Of course, you far exceed the required qualification, yet nevertheless, I would be honored and grateful to take you temporarily into the employ of Her Majesty's Expeditionary Flotilla. You may choose between one of our 2 most renowned flight leaders and fly a well-equipped military ship for the duration of this mission, unless you prefer to risk your own ship, of course. Once you are settled, we shall embark, like a school of Nishalan mud wranglers on the first day of swelter season. They are Tinfiga and Hukabo. At first I had reason to question their compatibility, but this recent engagement has rapidly evaporated such worries. Royal Warden Hukabo leads Lilac Finn, a flight of corvettes sent to our aid from Kingdom End itself. I do not know him well, but it is apparent that he brings a thrilling ferocity rarely seen among our kind. Tinfiga, on the other appendage, has defended the provinces adrift for longer than I served as royal steward. Despite her mannerisms, she leads our gunboats with a cool stoicism. I can also personally attest to her unswerving loyalty and commitment to our people. Splendid. I expected no less. Since it appears that we will not have the pleasure of further reinforcements at this time, I shall commence preparations for our embarkation post-haste. We shall speak again once you have conferred with Tinfiga and Hugabo.
Okay then, who was what? I do believe Tinfiga was the one with the corvettes, right? Let's just go ahead and talk to them.
Still think that these suits are not perambulatory enough?
By the Queen, it would require the presence of a La to converse with you in this emotional state.
Really? Then why do you not go and fetch one?
Pah! You know full well that the only La on this ship is currently preoccupied ensuring the triumph of this mission.
Comrade, it appears that we have a visitor, just as you were combing my emotional state.
Okay, so I don't remember which one was
Sure.
what kind of ship.
Review your options first.
Let me just check. So this one, mission. Will it say which one is which? Not really. Open briefing maybe? No, it doesn't really say. I do believe that she is for the corvettes and maybe he is for the smaller ships. I am tempted. You know what? Yeah, tell you what. I think I will say goodbye now and decide in between episodes. So yeah, tell you what. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you'd like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.
Our research team thanks you for your cooperation. We need your help in putting this antimatter to good use. We will need ships at the specified locations to initiate a synchronized long-range scan. We will be enlisting, but if you have any friends who could join us, Now would be a good time to ask them along.